Assalamu alaikum class 9. Today the lesson that we are going to read and discuss is Quaid-e-Azam and his vision for Pakistan. Let's start with the chapter. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah was one of the most dynamic personalities of South Asia who became one of the top barristers of Bombay. He led the Muslim majority areas of subcontinent to become an independent state called Pakistan, where they could live honorably according to the teachings of their faith, culture and civilization. This was a great achievement of Quaid, unparalleled in history of the world. As you all know that Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah is the father and the founder of Pakistan. He is known as the founder and father of the Pakistan because he fought day and night, and he fought with his heart and soul for the freedom of the Muslims of the subcontinent. He was born on 25th December 1876. His early education was from Karachi. His matriculation was also from Karachi, and then he went to England for his further studies. He studied law in England and then returned to Karachi to practice law. First he practiced law in Karachi, and then after bit of time he moved to Bombay because Bombay was known to be the center it was known to be the center where lawyers make history, or which was a basic center for lawyerism career. He was the top barrister of the Bombay. He became soon when he started practicing law in Bombay, he became the top barrister of Bombay. Now we have learned since childhood, we have studied that Quaid-e-Azam was a lawyer, and then there comes he was a top barrister. What is the difference between lawyer and barrister? When we think of a lawyer, तो हम एक specific चीज़ ढूंढते हैं. For example, a child lawyer, which is expert in child custody cases. Family lawyer, which is who is expert in family matters related to family, like घर में कोई झगड़े हो गए या कोई अलग होना चाहता है, किसी ने किसी पे केस कर दिया, इस तरह का. इसके अलावा देयर इज़ अ कॉर्पोरेट लॉयर, जो बड़ी बड़ी कंपनीज़ के लॉयर्स होते हैं, कॉर्पोरेशंस के लॉयर होते हैं. इसके अलावा देयर इज़ अ क्रिमिनल लॉ who only does criminal cases. When we look at a lawyer, we actually are finding for an expert in a particular area of lawyerism. But when we talk about barrister is one of the lawyer who can deal a case in any given area. Like Quaid-e-Azam was a barrister, तो वो criminal law भी लड़ सकते थे, वो corporate law भी कर सकते थे. उनको he was an expert in all the areas of law. So and he was also, मैं आपको aside एक बात बताती हूँ, he was also the most expensive lawyer of his time. कहा जाता है कि वो अपने टाइम में 1900s में वो अपने टाइम के सबसे महंगे तरीन लॉयर थे. एंड यू कुड नॉट पॉसिबली इवन इमेजिन व्हाट हिज फीस वॉज. हिज फीस वॉज ₹1. हमारे लिए ₹1 doesn't matter in our eyes, but with that fee, he was the most expensive lawyer of his time. But he used to take pro bono cases more than any other lawyer. Pro bono cases are those cases where a lawyer does not charge any fee to his or her client. यानी लॉयर जिसका केस लड़ा है उससे कोई पैसे चार्ज नहीं करता, वो प्रो बोनो केसेस कहते हैं. तो Quaid-e-Azam was also one of those lawyer who take pro bono cases more than necessary in a year. उन्होंने जो है Quaid-e-Azam ने बहुत ज़्यादा मेहनत की. ही fought day and night पाकिस्तान बनाने के लिए, for the freedom of Muslims. क्यों चाहते थे? Why he wanted a separate homeland for Muslim? Because he wanted Muslim to live freely according to the teachings of Islam. और Quaid-e-Azam ने इतनी मेहनत और मुशक्क़त के बाद ये करके दिखाया. So it is the greatest achievement anybody could ever have in the history of world. Unparalleled है. हमें Quaid-e-Azam की मेहनत मुशक्क़त जैसा कोई वाक़या, we couldn't find anything matching to this event in the history of world. Mr. Jinnah was the only leader of British India who was popular not only among the Muslims but also had a great respect among the people of other faiths like Hindus, Christians, Sikhs, and Parsis. Even the Hindu leaders like Gokhale and famous Hindu poetess Sarojini Naidu used to praise him as the best ambassador of Hindu-Muslim unity. As an outstanding political leader, the Quaid-e-Azam strongly sensed that Indian National Congress is leading the Hindus of subcontinent towards Hindu-Muslim polarization, which will ultimately culminate into political and economical victimization of Muslims in the region. Therefore, as the president of All India Muslim League, he very intelligently pleaded the case of a separate homeland for Muslims and succeeded in getting Pakistan, an independent state for Muslims as well as for people of other faiths living in geographical boundaries of the new state. He envisioned the Pakistan a pluralistic society as a nation state, ensuring equal rights for all the citizens of Pakistan. Quaid-e-Azam जितने भी लीडर्स गुजरे ब्रिटिश इंडिया में सब कॉन्टिनेंट में, Quaid-e-Azam was the only one who was not only respected by Muslims but was respected by people from other belonging to other religion. Like it doesn't matter, उनको नहीं फ़र्क पड़ता था कि वो हिंदू थे, क्रिश्चियन थे, पारसीज, Jewish, whichever religion they belong to, they all used to respect and admire Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. बल्कि उनके इवन हिंदू लीडर्स लाइक रिच लीडर्स लाइक गोखले, इवन महात्मा गांधी यूज्ड टू एडमायर Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. And there was a very famous poetess of Hindu, Sarojini Naidu. She used to write many poems related to the struggle of the people in subcontinent times. और उन्होंने बहुत सारी poems भी मिलेंगे आपको जिसमें उन्होंने करबला के वाक़या का जिक्र किया है. वो they used to call them the best ambassador of Hindu-Muslim unity. अब now what does ambassador means? Ambassador means कोई एक ऐसा शख्स a prominent face who is working on a prominent mission or a prominent product. जैसे हम ads देखते हैं उसमें एक prominent face हमको नज़र आ रहा होता है, जो जैसे soaps के टेलीफोन सिग्नल्स, वो जो टेलीफोन कंपनीज़ होती हैं उनके एड्स में हमें प्रोमिनेंट फेसेस नज़र आते हैं जो प्रोडक्ट प्रमोट कर रहे होते हैं. सो Quaid-e-Azam वॉज अ प्रोमिनेंट फेस हु वॉज प्रमोटिंग हिंदू मुस्लिम यूनिटी, जो हिंदू मुस्लिम इत्तेहाद को प्रमोट कर रहे थे. बट एज अ पॉलिटिकल लीडर, एज ही स्टार्टेड हिज पॉलिटिकल रीजर, ही यूज्ड टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस for some time, and then he left Indian National Congress and then he joined All India Muslim League. We all know that, so I won't be indulging into that particular event. So Quaid-e-Azam when he was in Indian National Congress, he used to observe things happening in his surrounding. वो अपने surrounding में जो हो रहा होता था उसको गौर से देखते थे. So उन्होंने he observed that Indian National Congress is only representing the Indians, the Hindus of subcontinent. और वो सिर्फ हिंदूज सब कॉन्टिनेंट में जो हिंदूज़ रहते थे सिर्फ उनके लिए काम कर रहे थे. और Quaid-e-Azam को ये लगा कि अगर इसी तरह से चलता रहा इट विल बिकम हिंदू मुस्लिम पोलराइजेशन. लाइक हिंदुओं को मुसलमानों पे और बाकी जो रिलीजन के लोग रहते थे उन पे सबकत हासिल हो जाएगी, जो कि मुसलमानों के लिए स्पेशली मुसलमान विक्टिम किस चीज़ का बनेंगे, पॉलिटिकल और इकोनॉमिकली इंडिविजुअली विक्टिम बनेंगे इस चीज़ का. इंडिविजुअली कैसे? वी ऑल नो दैट कि मुसलमानों को हिंदू डजंट लेट द मुस्लिम्स लीड द लाइफ अकॉर्डिंग टू हिज सॉन्ग. उनको स्कूलों में ज़बरदस्ती भगवद गीता पढ़ाई जाती थी एंड they were forced to do तिलक ceremony and they were forced to pray for भगवान and all that. सो इंडिविजुअली ख़त्म हो रहे थे. इकोनॉमिकली कैसे असर आता? Because Hindus were the only people that were working side by side with British on the higher post in companies. तो economically भी आता उनके ऊपर. So when he observed this, he joined All India Muslim League and then he fought day and night to protect the community of Muslims and to give them a separate homeland in which they can, for not only for Muslims but only all for other religions, जो कि जिस हिस्से में पाकिस्तान आएगा उसमें अगर दूसरे रिलीजन के लोग रहते हैं तो he would give them freedom to live their life according to their religion. उन्होंने इंश्योर किया ये बात को कि कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ेगा. Addressing the Parsi community on one occasion, Quaid-e-Azam affirmed that his government was making sincere efforts to remove the fears and suspicions of people of other faiths. He commented, Pakistan provides an ample field for the outlet of their genius, particularly in the realm of trade, commerce and industry, and they should come forward and play their role as true citizen of Pakistan. एक ऐसा ही टाइम था जब कायद-ए-आज़म पारसी कम्युनिटी को एड्रेस कर रहे थे, एक स्पीच दे रहे थे पारसी कम्युनिटी को. तो उन्होंने इंश्योर किया कि उनको यकीन दिलाया कि पाकिस्तान की जो गवर्नमेंट होगी दे विल वर्क टू रिमूव द फेयर्स. जो लोगों के दिल में डर व खौफ होगा कि हाँ मैं मुसलमानों के मुल्क में जा रहे हैं तो ऐसा ना हो मुसलमान हम पे हुक्मरानी करने लगे, मुसलमान हम पे सबकत ले जाएं. ये लोगों के दिलों में ऑब्वियसली बात है डर था, क्योंकि वो देख रहे थे कि हिंदू जो थे कम्युनिटी सब पे हुक्मरानी कर रही थी, तो अगर ये मुसलमान मुल्क में जाएंगे तो मुसलमान कहीं पे हुक्मरानी ना शुरू कर दें. तो दे फेयर्स वर ऑब्वियस. तो कायद-ए-आज़म सेड दैट दे डू नॉट हैव टू फेयर, बल्कि उनके लिए जो है काम भी होगा, उनको अपनी ज़िंदगी गुजारने का फ्रीडम भी होगा, उनके लिए कॉमर्स और ट्रेड भी की जाएगी, सब कुछ किया जाएगा. So he just wanted them to come forward and play their role as a true citizen of Pakistan. On August 11, 1947, the Quaid, on his election as the first president of the Constituent Assembly of Pakistan, declared that you are free to go to your mosque, you are free to go to your temples, you are free to go to your mosque or to any other place of worship in this state of Pakistan. You may belong to any religion or caste or creed that has nothing to do with the business of the state. We are starting in the days when there is no discrimination, no distinction between one community and another. We are starting with this fundamental principle that we are all citizen and equal citizen of one state. He further said, now, I think we should keep that in front of us as our ideal, and you will find that in course of time, Hindus would cease to be Hindus and Muslims would cease to be Muslims. Not in the religious sense, but because that is the personal faith of each individual, but in the political sense as a citizen of the state. ऐसे ही एक इलेक्शन में 11th August 1947 इलेक्शन when Quaid-e-Azam was appointed as the प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली ऑफ पाकिस्तान, जो गवर्नमेंट असेंबली होती है उसके प्रेसिडेंट इलेक्ट किए गए थे, तब उन्होंने ये ऐलान किया था कि इट डज़ंट मैटर फ्रॉम विच कास्ट, विच रिलीजन, विच creed you are, it doesn't matter to the state of Pakistan, to the government of the state of Pakistan. You are free to live your lives according to your religion, and you are free to build your own temple, you build prayer houses. If you are Muslims, you are free to build mosques. If you are Hindus, you are free to build your temple. If you are Christians, you are free to build your churches. If you are Sikh, you are free to build your gurdwara like any other. और इसमें भी कोई मज़ाक़ नहीं था कि अगर आप मुसलमान हैं तो शिया हैं, सुन्नी हैं, whether you're Shia, whether you're Sunni, whether you're Deobandi, whether you're Barelvi, whether you're of any caste or creed, it doesn't matter. You are free to live life according to the teachings of your Islam and your faith. He further said, my guiding principle will be justice and complete impartiality, and I am sure that with your support and cooperation, I can look forward to Pakistan becoming one of the greatest nations of the world. If we want to pay homage to our great Quaid, we should follow his footsteps and transform Pakistan into a country where every citizen of Pakistan may live with the spirit of peace, brotherhood and harmony. इसके अलावा Quaid-e-Azam also said कि जो उनका गाइडिंग प्रिंसिपल होगा, there would be only two guiding principles for him to lead the peoples of Pakistan, that is justice and complete impartiality. Justice, you all know, in Urdu it is called इंसाफ. कंप्लीट इम्पार्शियलिटी क्या होती है कि जैसे मैं आपको एग्जांपल देती हूँ, आपके पास दो लोग, आपके दो दोस्त आपका मसला लेके आपके पास आए. उसमें से एक दोस्त जो है आपका बहुत गहरा दोस्त है और एक कह सकते हैं कि सिर्फ दोस्त है. तो आपने उनकी बात सुने बगैर अपने गहरे दोस्त के हक़ में फ़ैसला दे दिया. ये पार्शियल है कि आप जानते थे उसको, आपने उसके हक़ में फ़ैसला दे दिया. व्हाट इज़ इम्पार्शियलिटी? आपने दोनों लोगों की बातें सुनी, बातें सुनने के बाद अपनी राय दी। अगर आपका गहरा दोस्त गलत कह रहा है तो आपने उसको गलत कहा, दैट इज़ कंप्लीट इम्पार्शियलिटी। आप पार्शियल नहीं होंगे, आप हमेशा इम्पार्शियल रहेंगे। एंड ही वांटेड पाकिस्तान टू बिकम वन ऑफ द ग्रेटेस्ट नेशंस ऑफ द वर्ल्ड। इवन इफ़ वी वांट टू पे होमेज टू आवर कायद आज़म, या हम कायद आज़म के विज़न को देखना चाहते हैं, कुछ करना चाहते हैं, तो हमारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि हम ऐसा मुल्क बनाएं, हमारे मुल्क में ऐसा माहौल रखें वेयर एवरीवन कैन लीड विद पीस, अमन, अमान और भाईचारे के साथ सब ज़िंदगी गुजारें। थैंक यू।